You're back with the Nice Guys Comedy Podcast with your usual hosts. I am Jack Vincent.
And I am Nick Crooks. Woo!
I mean, I paused for applause and you just took over it like you do every time, but okay.
I mean, there's no one, unless you're going to add the applause in the editing.
I might do. I downloaded an applause sound, so...
Hey guys. Welcome to the Nice Guys of Comedy Podcast. With your hosts, Jack Vincent and Nick Crooks. Oh, and by the way, they're from the north. That's the reason they sound that way.
Right.
And you could applaud for me.
Okay.
Come on, Nick. We're in this together.
Sorry. I've let everyone down.
You have. That's why your wife's gone without you with your kids. That's why she's gone.
That's why she's. I mean, for everyone just hearing that little bit, my wife hasn't left me. Okay, do you know what I mean? She's not left me. She's gone on holiday with the kids.
How long is she away for then? Is it the whole week?
Just till Saturday. I've been chilling at home. I got a Call of Duty win last night. Good lad. Solos. I mean, I was so excited when I got it. I was like, "Oh my god, I fucking won! Yes!"
And there was no one there to celebrate with you.
Well, it was my first solos win, and I went. And for the people who don't play the game, will not know, but you can get a thing called a self revive. So when you get your armor taken, you sort of like fall to the ground. And normally, if you haven't got a self revive, you just die. Well, there's two people left, me and this other guy. When I come around the corner, we both start firing at each other, and he downed me. I was on the floor, and then he just stopped and like hid behind this crate and just started putting like this armor on, and like he didn't realise I was still alive, so I self-revived, got up and shot him and won the game. I was like, yes, you dumb fuck, I was still alive. That's why you should double tap Zombieland. Bosh.
So you've been enjoying your time by yourself then?
Yeah.
What have you? Is anything been different whilst you've been by yourself these past couple of days? Have you been going to bed at a different time, or?
I have been going to bed at 12 o'clock every night.
And what time do you normally go to bed?
About 11.
Oh,
so I've been giving myself an extra hour.
Okay. Have you been getting up later because you don't have to sort the kids out?
No. Do you know what? I've been getting up earlier.
Oh.
Because I've not had to sort the kids out. As in, like, they've not woke me up at 6. So I've had that extra hour. So when I say woke me up at 6, I can hear them. So I'm sort of like in that sleep where you're like, fuck off. Just leave me alone. And then you feel crap. Because I've slept through till like 7. So I'm like, sun's coming through the curtains. It's like a film. I might as well put Mr. Blue Sky on. And that's how I should live my life, with a montage of Mr. Blue Sky.
Do you want to? So you were getting up for work at 7 o'clock this morning, and I was downstairs at my flat, not slept, getting my McDonald's breakfast at 7 o'clock this morning.
Well, that's just horrible, isn't it? Because I was up. Then I rode my bike to work this morning.
Oh, so you've been biking, you healthy little bastard.
Yeah. Well, I say, like you say healthy, like I've been eating healthy as well. I've just been biking them and just going, well, looks like I can have a bag of crisps now.
Give yourself the treats that you deserve.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Fucking do it, man. You know, you're allowed to. While the wife's away, you're allowed to play, but that sounds like you're cheating, but you're just having a bag of crisps, mate.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine if you weren't allowed to eat bad food because your wife put a stop to it.
Have you seen that? I haven't watched it myself, but have you seen that Zac Efron's got this new show on Netflix?
No, I haven't seen the new show, no.
No, he's got this, like, I don't know what it's about, but it's more of a documentary series. And I've just seen this one, like, couple of screenshots. Because obviously, Zac Efron has been someone who's always been, like, very muscular and, like, ripped and stuff like that.
Yeah. And
he must be doing this travel thing, and he must be eating some food, and the food that he's eating is very rich in full of carbs. And he turned around and went, I'm just so glad that I'm at a position now where I can have carbs. Because I didn't have carbs for so many years. And it's just silence. I was like, oh, you poor man. Give the guy a burger. Give him some pasta. Give the guy a pasta.
I mean, for millions of pounds, I'd give up carbs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's like Chris Pratt with the Guardians of the Galaxy role. They said to him, "You're perfect for it, but you need to lose your timber." So I was like, "Right, I'll do it." And I was like, "Yeah, I'd fucking do that. Give me a fucking Hollywood blockbuster movie. Yeah, I'll get fit."
See, that's the worst thing. They said the main guy. They said to him, "You're gonna have to stay fit," and then the main guy was like, "Oh, if you can't do it, we'll CGI a six-pack on you." And he was like, "Will that look good?" And they were like, "Well, we don't really know." And then there was like. And he was like, "Well, I'll get in shape." And I think if someone said to me, "We're going to pay you 10 million quid," then I'm paying a guy to live in my house and make sure I get up at 6 o'clock and like run. You know, that's the motivation I need. If I can pay someone to do that, if I had the money, you know.
Well, that's the thing as well. It's like, have you ever watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, I've never watched it.
It's a sitcom, and there's a guy in that, and he, the character. If you just watch it throughout the years, he goes from being kind of like a not normal, quite a muscular guy, and then he puts a shit ton of timber on where like he's proper. They make a joke about it in the show, like he's chunky as fuck, and then like the next season he comes back and he is ripped, and he is like fucking ripped. Well, behind the scenes, he actually put the weight on and then lost it. And because the studio would pay for it, and he goes, "This is what Hollywood's like. Like they want us to be ripped as fuck. If someone's going to do it, then yeah, I'm going to do it." And I was like, that is kind of true. Like if they're going to be willing to pay for it and do it, then why the fuck not?
I think if I got into that frame of mind though, where there were a point where I was literally not eating shit for like a long period of time, I'd probably never go back to eating shit because I'd just be in that frame where I'd be like, look.
To be fair, for me, someone who. In my situation mine is the first week or so where I just need to get into a routine. Once I'm in that routine, I will be fine. But until that point, I'm going to be horrendous. But once I'm into it, I'm like you, I'll happily stick to it. Like the first week or first month was a big change because I was used to bacon, ham, all this sort of stuff. Once you get rid of that, like now, I'll actually be very honest with you. When I got my McDonald's breakfast today, I actually ordered the wrong meal. I actually ordered by accident a sausage and egg McMuffin, and I had it because I was like, I'm Yorkshire, I may be vegetarian, but I'm not cheap, so I paid for this, I'm going to eat it. And it was pretty my fault, I'd ordered it. So I ordered it, my stomach has hated me since. My stomach can't handle meat now. It's like, no, take it back, you're going to be sick, or shit yourself, one of the two.
Yeah. Well, when I had to lose all my weight for the Navy, I'd literally been on a diet of so low calories just to shed it. Like I didn't do it properly, to be fair, because I did it right because I lost the weight in a short period of time.
Yeah.
But after like months and months of doing that, we had a Chinese, and I literally had about 8 forkfuls of it, and I just went and I was just sick everywhere.
Yeah.
My body was like, look, you've not had. I was literally eating everything good. There was no. I didn't have any like big saturated fats or anything. Literally like fruit, veg, pasta, no bread. They were the carbs I cut out of the brown pasta. I mean, it was horrible. But there was like a goal at the end, so I can sort of do it when there's a goal, but there's no drive because it's like, why?
That's the thing. I don't have necessarily a reason to do this because I have no kind of end goal. I'm not some sort of like kind of diet to then for an end goal. I kind of just need to get a bit more healthier just as a natural point of view, like just become a little bit more natural. I do a little bit more. I used to go swimming quite a lot, and weirdly enough today I've actually thought about maybe going back to the gym because I've got nothing else to do. So I think about going back to the gym or going back swimming just so I can get into a routine of something.
Yeah.
Because that's what I need. I at the moment I was going for a couple of walks a day, but it wasn't kind of enough for it. But it's got me into a routine now. So
I mean, swimming for me. If I had a pool, at home, I'd be in it. I'd go in it all the time. It's the fact that it costs so much to go swimming. Like, it does.
Like I joined a gym in Leeds, and it was a gym with a pool. And obviously, a lot of people's gyms are like 10, 20 quid, and mine was 40, 45. And everyone was like, "Jesus Christ, that's expensive." I was like, "Yeah, but I was going swimming 6 times a day. The nearest pool, it was like £5 to go. So if I were going 5, 6 times a week, that's 30 quid. times that by 4, straight away that gym's paid for itself. And and we take the piss out of like stuff, but I was actually going 6 times a week because it was right near my house. And it was right near my work as well. So I would literally finish work or before work, pop in, do my stuff, go to work, come home, and then I was done. And then on a weekend, I'd wake up. I won't wake up at a specific time, but I'd wake up, and then as soon as I woke up, go, and then I'd have Sundays off. Done.
Yeah.
So it was, and that's the thing. It's all about routine and kind of balance as well.
Yeah, I'd like to do that as well.
See, you know what? But I need a bit of motivation as well. Shall we? About to say this. Bear in mind that I'm in Huddersfield and you're Bradford, and we've got no way of kind of mutual ground because we both give a shit. We should egg each other on and kind of. Bear in mind, I am a waste of space. I don't have a life, and you have 2 children, a full-time job. But we could kind of like do a challenge.
Yeah,
you're looking at space, going.
No. I was just thinking. I wasn't looking at space like I'm not going to do it. I was like, what can we do?
Like a competitive, I would say. I mean, competitive weight loss sounds a bit aggressive.
I mean, it's aggressive. I mean, it can be done, but then what does that do for the other one's self-esteem? Not that it would bother me if you lost weight. I'd just hate you forever. Joke. I mean, it's self-competition, and maybe it drives the other one on. We're quite driven, both of us.
Yeah.
You know, if we want to do something, we can do it if we do it. And I like a little bit of competition. That makes me think.
I'm good with competition. I'm more needing someone who's in the same boat, kind of realizing that it's in the same drive of it. But maybe not necessarily the weight loss, but maybe competitive kind of doing activities. Because like we said, is it maybe like kind of step counting maybe, or maybe kind of doing particular exercises, or maybe if we kind of rather than being competitive. We could maybe, and this could be something that we could do with the podcast and maybe do it on it. We could maybe say, look, we're going to do something stupid like, I don't know, the 3 peaks. And we kind of set ourselves a goal with that. And then we both have to train and get ready for it.
I mean, I'm happy to do the 3 peaks and let's film ourselves doing them.
I think that'd be cool.
Buy a GoPro or something.
I think I'd like to point out, I may have already told you this, but I've told a couple of people. A friend of mine, another comedian, Mr. Rory Mason, has asked if I want to do the 3 peaks. And I was like, yeah, sure. He told me the distance, but I got miles and kilometers mixed up before I agreed. No, after I agreed, sorry. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I was like, shit, that's 26 miles. That's like...
I mean, I think we should do comedians up the peaks and let's get some other people involved.
I'm fucking down for this. Yes. Right.
That's what we'll call it. Comedians up the peaks.
Yes.
Or something to that effect.
Yes. I think we
get
should.
some people on board. Do you know what? Let's raise some money.
Yeah. Let's be charitable
out there. Let's be charitable. Let's do the 3 peaks one weekend. Can you do them in one weekend?
Yeah.
Can you do them in one day? I've never done them. Just Googling them now. My mate does them all the time. Like, he fucking loves it. Might as well live there. Right. So, right. First of all, I'm going to look like a right moron here. Are they next to each other, or do you have to go different places?
Not a clue.
Right. Hang on. Okay. So, the 3 peaks. Okay. The Yorkshire 3 Peak Challenge. So, includes.
This is Geography by Nick Crooks.
Yeah, it's annoying me now because I don't actually know what it is, and I'm struggling to find what are the 3 peaks called. So they're not next to each other. So the Yorkshire 3 Peaks is what we want, because that's the wrong fucking Yorkshire 3 Peaks route. Here we go. So it can be done in a day. The answer to that is right.
Well, but obviously, is that like professionals doing it? Because we are definitely not. So would we want to do it over 2?
How long does it take to walk the Yorkshire 3 Peaks?
What's the difference? What's the distance of the Yorkshire 3 Peaks?
You don't want to know.
26 miles?
Just 1 minute. Okay. Hang on. 24 miles.
Okay, 24 miles.
So the question here on my phone is, can you do the 3 peaks in one day? And the answer is yes.
So wait, a brisk. I said, can you walk? How fast to walk a mile? A brisk walking pace can be from 13 to 20 minutes per mile, or 3 miles per hour. Wait, 3 miles per hour. So if you're walking, that's 3 miles an hour. So in theory, that would be about an 8-hour walk. I'd say maybe 10 to 15 because we're not going to.
12 is the answer that you're looking for. 12. It's on here. 12. So you'd have to get there early to guarantee light.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
I mean, and we'd have to go. When do the clocks go back? October.
Yeah, October, November. Yeah, it'd be October.
So we're gonna have to go before October.
I think we're doable. I think this is doable. You know what? Fuck it. No, right. This is going to be really deep and meaningful and all that sort of shit, right? We didn't necessarily say that we could get on a stage, and we did fucking 8 weeks of training, and boom, we got on a stage and we performed in front of people, and we raised about 15 grand for charity. I can't remember what that amount, but we've had quite a lot. We raised some decent money for charity. Let's fucking do it. We'll get a group of us. We'll do some behind the scenes work so the people at home don't have to sit with us on our phones going, how long does it take to walk this mad? And then we'll set it on there, and we'll set ourselves a challenge, and we will fucking do it.
Yeah, at the moment, videos of arriving, all that shit. Let's walk the fucking peaks. Film us while we're going up there. Let's have a laugh. Cameras on.
Yeah. Boom. I can't see it. You know what I mean? Sort of. I don't want to sound funny, but comedy is slowly coming back, but that's the opportune moment there. It's slowly coming back. We need something to do. We've been putting these out. Let's set ourselves a challenge. Boom. You guys are now involved as well. But we'll be giving updates on our training during these podcasts and shit, and we'll fucking get it sorted. I am down for this shit. And what did you call it? Comedians up the peak?
Comedians up the peaks. Yeah.
Comedians up the peaks. So boom. That'll be one fucking vodcast to fucking edit. I'll tell you that for now. Our special coming your way soon.
I mean, do you know what? We can even get we can even get the news involved. Let's go big.
Yes. Let's do that. Also, on this similar thing, this might be for us to maybe do next year, see how successful this is. And I won't lie, I have kind of stolen this idea from another comedian called Jack Kelly. I had a little snoop on his YouTube channel the other day. And I had this idea, 2 cars, and this is a nice guy special, 2 cars, me and you. I need to get someone who can drive because I can't actually drive, so that's kind of needed. And we should do the challenge of driving from Land's End to John O'Groats, but with no motorway.
Wow.
And race the first one there.
Right, I love how, the competition is clearly me against some other guy.
Oh, yeah. And if I lose, it's their fault, not me.
Yeah. So clearly it's a win-win for you because you can't be blamed for the loss.
Yeah. I think.
And if I lose, it's my fault. I've gone the wrong way.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing as well. It's the fastest one there, but we are adhering to all speed legal laws and stuff like that. We're not being reckless, obviously.
Oh, that's not how I drive.
I've been in a car with you. We almost died once. Not because of your driving, but because of the fucking weather.
I mean, I did well. Remember when that
You did very
well. Remember that?
Yeah.
It wasn't there a minute ago, and then all of a sudden, boom, roundabout. Oh, shit.
Oh, we're driving down here. Oh shit! I'm all out the fucking roundabout. I remember that as well because even though we'd known each other for a while at that point, we hadn't really car shared that much. And my favourite memory of that whole night and that car share experience was at the beginning of the night. You had this standpoint of like, I don't really like talk about people when why are you going on mute? Like, why are you on mute? What the fuck are you doing? You're still on mute. You're still on mute, mate. I can't. What are you doing? What are you?
You made this harder for yourself to edit now. And the microphone fell off the stand, and I thought if I mute, when I pull it up and it bangs against the fire guard, you don't need to edit it. So I slightly put it on mute, and you went, why have you put it on mute? So I was like trying to pull it up, like from where it had fallen. And you've
I've ruined it now. Editor Jack's going to be hating me right now. But no, my favourite thing was when we got in that car to start that car that whole night was you were like, oh, I don't really like, I'm not one to kind of talk about kind of, acts and stuff like that. I think we should all just get along. Literally on the way home, don't you think so-and-so's a bit of a cunt? And it was literally that night, and I was like,
shouldn't we all get along? But if you've been a cunt to me already, like, I'm sorry. I'm nice. Be nice. I'm nice to you. And then when you hear the person being a cunt, you're like, yeah, right, this person's a cunt.
Yeah, pretty much. This person's a cunt. Boom. Nick Crooks takes it in, and he's a little. I like how you suddenly became around to the let's call everyone a cunt ways, because I am a fan. But I am very much like you. Like I'm. We got this name in the Nice Guys comedy because we are nice guys. But if you are a dick, I will call you a cunt. I'm just putting it out there. So
yeah, that's clear. Don't need to be a cunt.
You don't need to be a cunt. You don't need to be a cunt. That should. If you didn't use the word cunt, that could be the name of the episode. But we've used the word cunt, and I don't think that'd go well in, on Spotify. It might do.
You have C star.
To be fair, that would be. We had done it before, so yeah. You don't need to be a cunt. You don't need to be a. It's going to be the name of the episode. Boom, done. And I think it might be a bit of a shorter episode, but I think boom, we've done. Where can people come and find you? Because we do this to all the guests, but we never do it to ourselves. Where can people find you if they want to see your hilarity?
And my address is. Yes. See, that's why I do stand up.
That is why I do stand up. So when, like I said, comedy's now coming back as well. So when you're advertising your gigs, where can they find you? Where can they come and say, that's that nice guy, I want to see him live?
At Nick Crooks Comedy on Facebook, Instagram. I think Twitter's a bit shorter because it's a twat.
Yup. Doesn't fucking go with everything, does it?
Oh,
it's Nick Crooks Comedy.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. More than I do. But I don't really use Twitter, so...
I have become a Twitter retweeter. That's what I do on my Twitter. And on me, on every social, and this is on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It is I am Jack V. All my gig information is likely to be on the Facebook. Humorous videos such as I have recently done my Ancestry kit can be found on YouTube. And
watch. It's good.
Also on TikTok. I am Jack V 1992. Also, if you're on TikTok and your username is I am Jack V, I'm going to fucking kill you because I want a name.
Oh God, my TikTok now. I'm gonna pin mine, but I know it's definitely not what. Oh yeah, it's Nick Crooks Comedy. There you go. At Nick Crooks Comedy on TikTok, I have 2 videos. One of them's me as a cat. There you go.
My biggest annoyance as well is, like I said, is I am Jack V has been taken on TikTok and also on PlayStation Live or PlayStation PSN, whatever it's called. So I am Jack V 1992. But earlier, just before we came onto this chat today, I went onto House Party, the app, and played some games with some friends. And my friend Stoyan Stavrev, fucking hate you, he put his name as, because I created my account first, I am Jack V, and he put his I am not Jack V. And I was like, you fucking prickhead.
I mean, that's quite good. That's quite funny.
Yeah, to be fair, I find it quite humorous, and I don't actually hate you. Although he would tell me about the Bulgarian comedy scene, and he said that I should go over, and I was like, yeah, but I don't speak Bulgarian. So, to which his response was, yeah, but there's quite a lot of tourists, which he then followed up with, but they are Russian. And I was like, you're still losing me here. I don't.
Why even say that, though? Like, tourists. That don't matter to you, the Russian.
Oh, actually, before we do sign off, I did get a message about you, Nick Crooks. Wow. From Will my friend Will, who you guessed as a joiner, who's actually a university lecturer. And this was the actual. So this is the series of messages. It was watch the video, 2 main points. I think your friends haven't come into enough contact with enough manual labourers to have an accurate understanding of what the stereotype generally looks like. Also, your male pal, which is you, I assume. Why is he so dumbfounded by the existence of pockets? Has he only worn leggings up until this point in his life?
I mean, the first one with that is I am a joiner, so I have been in contact with a lot of people who do manual labour, so I'm just putting that out there. Okay. You're wrong about that, Will. You're wrong. And second of all is, I am familiar with pockets, but my pockets are as deep as the hell caverns, like they were. Okay, you were like over your watch line. Who has pockets that deep?
I'm going to measure a lot of my pockets just to find out how.
I mean, like, who puts their hands in the pockets like this?
I don't question how.
So that is a long. That's a long pocket up to your watch. Like, tell me that's not a long pocket.
The joggers that I'm wearing don't have pockets, so I can't.
These have got pockets in, and it's about there. Oh, it's green screen.
So you've got a green screen here.
About there. So, I mean, maybe you've just got long pockets where you live.
And cut.
That was the Nice Guys of Comedy podcast with Jack Vincent and Nick Crooks, recording from their own home and heavily fucking edited. Follow them at I am Jack the and at Nick Crooks Comedy. Why don't ya? #NiceGuys.